Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and start off by prepping my eyes with the Morphe Fluidity Concealer in C000, and it's just the white one. I already went ahead and did my eyebrows today, just so we could save some time. And I know this looks messy, but it gets better, trust me. And then I'm also just using an e.l.f. professional blending eye brush to just go ahead and blend this out. Just like so. I'm just going to be blending it out, making sure that every bit of my eyelid is evenly coated and primed. Since it is evening and I'm wanting to do kind of like a smoky nighttime kind of look, I'm going to be giving the Morphe X Jeffree Star palette another try and see if we can create something kind of smoky with it today. I went ahead and position you guys a little closer just so you can see what I'm doing. And the first shade that I'm going to be going in with is called Hi Dude, and it's this dark brown. And I'm just going to be tapping my brush in there once, tapping off the excess, and placing that right in my crease as a transition. Just like so. And again, I'm trying this unset base because most Morphe shadows that I've worked with in the past look really nice and lovely on an unset base. So I'm just giving this palette another go, seeing if it is salvageable and if you can create any good looks with it. I know that sounds very negative, but I'm not kidding. The last video I filmed, I was very displeased and very upset with the quality of the shadows and the way they were blending out. So today I just figured we'll use some of the natural shades and see if we can get away with using the natural shades to create a look instead of using the bright colors, because those bright colors just did not blend the way I wanted. And again, like I said in my last video, if you guys have any tips and tricks and you have this palette at home and you know how to blend it out properly, please, please, please let me know. Because I may have been doing something all wrong, and you might actually know how to blend it out and make it look nice. And I don't. No, I'm just looking in the mirror over here, because in case you guys are wondering where I'm looking, I have the mirror. So I'm just blending it out. Making sure it's even. Just like that. Got Coke for the win. In case you guys are staring at my cheek going, wow, your skin's clear except for that one spot right there. This, my dear friends, is what's called mosquito bites. I am allergic to mosquito bites, so when I get bit, it swells up pretty decently, and they are very noticeable. So I want to let you know that my skincare has been very decent. I wanted to make a skincare routine video, but these little guys popped up, and you don't want to be taking skincare advice from someone that doesn't have completely clear skin. So once the bug bites and mosquito bites clear up, I'm going to go ahead and post a skincare routine for you guys. And yeah. So I'm wiping my brush on the towel now, just so we can swap colors. The next shade I'm going to be taking, since there's not really very many brown shades you can work with when creating a smoky eye in this palette, I'm going to be going in with this gray shadow called Vroom Vroom. And it's just a nice gray. And this is going to help work, making sure I'm using very little. This is going to help transition the brown real quick, because I'm going to be putting black in the outer corner. And you don't want to just go in with black, because if you just go in with black, it's not going to look good. And I mean that in like the best way possible. It's just not. Brown and black are never going to just blend seamlessly unless you have like the best eyeshadow palette in the world. And so it's always good to use like transition shades to transition the brown into the black. And there's not a better color out there than gray to do that with. And I know I'm tapping off a lot, so you don't have to be like Well, your eyeshadows aren't showing up because you're tapping off a lot of the product. For this, yes, I understand that I am tapping off a lot of the product because I want very little. I just want it as a transition. I don't actually want to put gray right there. So, just using it as a transition and blending it out. If you guys haven't noticed already, I went ahead and dyed my hair a different color. I am rocking the neon green, dark green, and black Moment. I got bored of the blue because the blue, how do I explain this? My roots would grow out and then I'd re-dye it. And then they grow out and re-dye it. So I just went ahead and I have a brush hair in my primer. What? I went ahead and I dyed all of my hair black except for the front 2 pieces. And then I dyed the 2 pieces right here green. And if I can, in my editing app, I will try to post a picture right about now to show you what it looks like down. But I live in Colorado and we're having another like heat wave kind of thing where it feels like 100 degrees in my room right now, and it's 6 p.m. and it's like it should be cooling off by now. You know, we're so close to fall that it should be cooling off. Like, what is this weather? It feels like we should be in July, but we're in September. So I don't know what's going on, honestly. So next, I'm going to be taking this into my brush. This is stained from the last time that I used this palette. These pink shades stain brushes really well. I don't know why, no matter how much I washed it, or, you know, olive oil and dish soap is a really good one for getting makeup pigment out of brushes, but it's not coming out. So I don't know why that is. It's stained. It's ruined. I don't mind though, because it still works as a brush. I'm going to be going in with Fast Lane, which is this black shade right here. And as you can see, I just barely tapped into it, and that's already enough pigment for me. I'm actually going to be tapping a little bit of that off. And this is going to be going in my outer V. And your outer V is right here. If you guys can see that. I'm hoping that's making sense. And then, yes, I'm going to be packing that right there. First I just wanted to lay it down, now I took a little bit more on the brush. And I'm just packing it right there. Now I'm going to take the blending side again into the gray. And I'm going to blend the top of that out so there's no harsh lines and everything is seamless. So far, this shade combination is working decent. It's nothing like mind-blowing, but they are working pretty decent together, unlike some of the shades I used last time. So I'd say if you're gonna get this palette, these natural colors are working a whole lot better than the bright colors. Okay, so something like that. Then I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. Alright, again, I'm going to dip into the gray to just help that blend out. And I will be deepening out the crease in just a little bit again. But right now, I'm going to go ahead and cut my crease and do a half cut crease. So I'm just taking the Morphe Fluidity Concealer onto the back of my hand, just like so. And I'm going to be grabbing my favorite brush for cutting crease, which is the Glamour GLMR Shadow Brush in medium. And I believe I got these outside of a Walmart parking lot. Like, this lady came up and she's like, "Hey, I see that you have makeup on. You like makeup? I'm selling makeup." And I was like, makeup. So, of course I bought it. Because that's just the person that I am. A random lady comes up to you and tries to sell you makeup brushes. In a travel makeup compartment, you buy the makeup. So as you can see, that's going right there. And I'm just cutting a half cut crease. Nothing too hard. I know this is more advanced than beginner. So if you guys need a tutorial on how to cut your crease, I don't believe I still have my old one on my channel. So if you guys want like a video of how I do the half cut crease for hooded eyes, or even, see, I have hooded almond shaped eyes, and I can also do other eye shapes as well. So if you guys are needing a tutorial, just let me know down below, and I will help you guys out. So I'm sorry for blocking the mirror here. It's looking like I need a little more concealer on the back of my hand because we're running out on this side. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you guys out real quick. That way you'll be able to see side by side the eyes. Alright, so then I'm just blending out what I just cut. Into the black. As you can see, right now I have both sides looking pretty even. So I'm going to go ahead and dip into the black with the fluffy brush. Just once, tapping off. And then just packing that right there on my outer corner. And I'm going to be blending in towards where we cut the eye. Just like that, to soften it up. This is how I get a seamless blend between colors. Okay, so now I'm going to be wiping off the other end of my brush, and I'm just showing you guys that you guys can create these really cool looks. I'm just taking the fluffy piece again and blending out the black into the gray. Now I will be dipping into the gray that we used, tapping off a ton, and that's going to be going right here. I tapped off a bunch because I just want it to blend really nicely with the shadow that I'm about to use. So I'm going to make sure it's nice and light. Okay, so the next shadow I'm about to use is called Custom Rims, and I'm just going to be taking the same area of the brush, because I already wiped it down, popping my brush in there, and then I'm going to be using the Starberry Mist from Jeffree Star's collection, and I'm going to be spritzing my brush with that, just kind of getting it to sit on there, wave it around a little bit. And that's going to be going right there on the inner corner. And yes, it is going over top the gray. That's why I wanted to make sure that the gray was well blended out. It's because I wanted it to go on top of the gray as well. But I didn't want it to be a muddy mess. Because sometimes when you pop these shimmers over mattes, they tend to be muddy. And they tend to not look as nice. So I wanted to make sure that I was doing like a light sweeping. And then I'm blending that in to the black. Just kind of using a patting motion to blend. Just like that. Alright guys. So now I think we just need an eyebrow color for the brow bone and an inner corner pop. So for my inner corner pop, I'm going to be taking Welcome in the top row. And I'm just going to be, let's just go bold. I'm going to be spritzing that as well. Almost lost the brush. And then I'm going to be popping that in the inner corner. Right there. You guys see that? What's funny is sometimes you can see stuff in real life, but on camera it transfers so different. So for the sake of the camera, we'll pack on a little extra so that you guys will be able to see how pretty these shimmer shades are. I mean, there's no hate at all with these shimmer shades, it's just the way that some of the bright colors in the matte section blend. Like, the shimmers have always been my favorite part of this palette. They're really nice. They are easy to work with, but it's so hard to work with some of these matte shades because they just do not want to blend. But anyways, for the brow bone highlight, I'm going to be going in with Designer Label. And I'm not going to be wetting this one because I don't want an overbearing brow bone highlight, because I kind of want this highlight right here on the eyes to pop a little more than the brow bone. So then I'm just going to be blending that right there. Blending it out. Just like so. Alright, so I just did my foundation and everything, got lashes on, and so now we're ready for the lips. And I figured with this kind of high glam, we don't need to do anything too dramatic, so I figured we'll just do a gloss. So right here I have a couple of these Morphe glosses to choose from. So yeah, I'm just gonna choose one quick. Let's see. Maybe not a gold since we have silver. Ooh, this one's kind of like silvery. Kind of living for it. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with the Morphe gloss in Enchanting. It just looks like that. And I'm gonna be popping that on the lips. I do apologize for the lighting, as like I said when I started filming this, it was 6 p.m. and it is now, oh goodness, I want to say it's like 7:30. And so it's starting to get dark outside. Alright, so I want to say that I was very impressed with the matte shades. They blended out really nicely. And these are the matte nude shades, like the blacks, the browns, and the gray. It all blended out nicely. All I can say is that I did do some more playing around with the colorful looks, like the greens and the pinks, and I played around with this like sienna orange kind of color. And I've also played with this pressed glitter, and I was not impressed with those. And I was like, okay, what am I gonna do with this palette? I'm not able to use it in any way that I want to use it. So I was thinking, and I'm like, look, for my first review, I was like, there's quads. So I wanted to see what would happen if we used a quad. So today we use this quad right here, plus a couple highlight shades to create this look. So if you guys want to see me try out any more quads, I'm thinking maybe that's how he formulated them, was to play together as a quad. Maybe these colors will do good together, but I do know that these colors right here didn't really work out so well, and using these colors over here didn't work out so well, so maybe we should group them. But yeah, that's my second kind of review of the Jeffree Star palette. This is just mostly a tutorial because I wanted to show you guys how to get super glam. My hamster over there is like attacking the water bottle, so sorry. Mr. Whiskers. Anyways, that's all I have for you guys today. And yeah, that's how I create this beautiful smoky eye that's wearable for daytime glam, nighttime glam, a dinner party, which is what I'm about to go to, or even, I don't know, a nightclub, dare I say. Anyways, that's all I have for you guys. I'll see you guys in my next video. Love you guys so much. Bye.